Good. Solid. I'm going to add that in.
Hope you do.
I feel like a good director.
You're a great director. You could direct my movie that doesn't exist.
Been in this club.
So right now I'm just a member, but before, like last year I was president, and then I've been here for 2 years now, so a year before being president. I've been playing Airsoft for about 4 years. I started before I came to UCONN when I was going to community college, and then part of why I came to UCONN, even though it's a really bad reason, was because they had an Airsoft club. I mean also because of like in-state tuition and stuff, but part of it was because they had Airsoft club, and I'd run into them before. While I was playing in community college, I would go to fields and I would run into people at UCONN. The way to describe Airsoft is a mixture of cosplay and LARPing, which is great because the people who play Airsoft don't like that description, because a lot of people who play it take it really seriously, but in my mind it is this very not super serious thing that you can take seriously if you want, to varying levels, to have fun with it. But basically, we dress up in military gear or whatever, and we run around with toy guns that shoot little plastic pellets, and we shoot each other, which is like the LARPing. You know, you dress up, that's the cosplay, you dress up in your military gear, and then you go to the field, and then you pretend to have battles and stuff, that's the LARPing, you know. And then we as a club, we do it as a club. So, you know, we get together on the weekends, we go to our field, and we practice, we go to our practices, we run drills and stuff, and it's something that you can get better at. So, you know, we try to work on it and get better, and then we go to like bigger events and stuff as a team, since we already have these practices worked out, you know, so we can work together as like a unit still. And that's like, this is more into taking it like, that's more taking it seriously. We have a lot of fun as a team and we play around and stuff, but if you want to, you can apply yourself to it and you can have more fun by doing better. We go to big events called ops, or operations, which is basically, it is just a big event for Airsoft. So normally we would go to a game on a weekend. That would be maybe like 60 to like 100 people, anywhere in between, maybe a little more, a little less. And then there's these events called ops that are just bigger games, essentially. They'll have, instead of 100 people, there'll be 200 people, or there'll be 300, and all the way up to like, there's events out west that have up to like 500 people. And so usually these events they're not just they have more people. That's part of it, is that they have more people, but they're also they'll have much more specified game modes. They'll be like specified, like, what's the word? Objectives. Yeah, there'll be specified objectives that you have to complete throughout the course of the day for your team to win. And they'll be in really cool locations. My favorite part is the locations. We've been to, one of them was an abandoned nuclear testing facility. I didn't get to go to that one, but there was another one that I went to that was in an abandoned steel mill. That was last year. Before that, we had one at like an abandoned, like, I think it was an abandoned like paint factory or something. Lots of abandoned places, because that's what they can, you know, get a bunch of airsofters to run through and destroy. But really cool, like, grand scale buildings. Lots of places out west get like big military bases and things like that they're allowed to go through and have these huge events for.
How would you explain the relationships you built in this club?
Probably like very, very important in my life, I would say, at this point. All of the kids that I came to UCONN with originally have since graduated. All the kids that I went to high school with that came to UCONN, since this is my like super senior year, everybody's kind of already gone, and all the kids that I know now are basically through the Airsoft club. So I would be in a bad way if I didn't have all these kids around me through this club. I'd be a lot more lonely. I'd be a lot more bored. I think the value it brings is kind of like the value that it's helped, the value like that's helped me. The fact that I have these people around me, that like these new friends that I wouldn't have had otherwise. There's like, I don't know, it's like, I like UConn a lot because we have so many clubs, partially. In like a social way, I like UConn a lot like that. They make it easy for everybody to make a club for whatever they want, and in doing so, lots of people have different outlets that they can find to interact with other people. If you're into a really weird specific thing, UConn has that, namely Airsoft.